Khalif, this is the first time we've heard suspect being attached with her name. Is this a technicality, or what's going to happen next?
I will say this. Oftentimes, I'm not confused when I see things and I don't have more questions than I have answers, but this is more questions than answers. You get a flyer and it lists that the person's a suspect, but it's not like this person is hiding or on the run. She's been incarcerated. She just took a plea deal. Now she's out. They know exactly where she's at. And so typically when you say this is a person of interest or a suspect, it's for a person that they don't know where they're at or a person that they're lost and they're trying to find. It's not when you, A, don't have charges in there's no crime committed. And so while I understand and appreciate that they are trying to give more information as they get it, and I do think maybe a little bit of what came out in Palmer's trial maybe allowed them to get new information specifically about her knowing, the mother knowing more about what actually happened to her. Because when the father talked about what happened, he said, I tried to give her food. She said, hey, I'll take it up to her. Hey, we're at the house together, mentioning her and Madalina. And so they may believe now that she knows more than she was letting on, and because of that, now they're going to say that not only is she someone that failed to turn her daughter's missing reported, but also that she had something to do with her missing.
Well, and the other part of this that to me is interesting, Khalif, is not just that she's a suspect, is what she said in court, where Diana, the mom, said she became paranoid. She had this feeling that she needed to hide her daughter.
Well,
what do you make of that?
That was the defense that strategy that they were trying to go with to get her off for that other charge, which was, failing to talk about it and place shifting blame to the stepfather.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that listing her as a suspect, I think everybody already assumed that she was a suspect because she was already incarcerated for a long portion of time for failing to disclose her disappearance. Now the process is they're going to put more resources, and I understand that the police department is overwhelmed. They're trying to figure this out. They're trying to solve this, and maybe they believe by putting this new flyer out, they'll get some new tips, some new clues, something. But this wasn't new news in terms of the investigation process. But I will say that there had to be some additional information. Throughout the discovery process, they learn more. And as they're learning more and as they're doing their investigation, this is something that they're letting out there, hopefully, to learn even more.
And you can still have a suspect, but not the case to support the charges or the evidence to get that grand jury indictment.
It's normally weird, but typically you will want, especially if we're saying that there's a homicide, right? Because we don't have a body, and so we don't know if there's that. But if that's the allegation, if that is the potential charge, typically you will want a body. Normally you're missing a murder weapon. Normally you're missing something, not the body. And so if that is the charge, it's hard to say, well, what is she a suspect for? Because this young lady could still be alive somewhere. So now is she a suspect for trafficking, human trafficking? Is she a suspect for kidnapping? What is the actual charge? That's when I say I have multiple questions, because it unpacked and opened up a lot more questions, not just, new answers.